Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Lesa, or welcome back if you've already been here. It's nice to see you again, or it's nice to see you in general if you're new. Today we are gonna be watching and reacting to the new Marvel series called Mrs. Marvel or Miss Marvel. I'm still struggling with this English kind of things. I'm not a native speaker, you see. This is a completely new character. We haven't met her before, and she belongs to the younger Avengers generation as far as I know. Her and some other characters that we've already seen in the last Spider-Man movie, not in the last Spider-Man movie, just in general Spider-Man. In the last Doctor Strange movie, America Chavez, I think, is a part of the Young Avengers group. Yeah, and some others. Yeah, so this character is like completely new. We haven't seen her in anything. We don't know anything about her power, except for if you actually read some comics on her, which I haven't. And it's exciting to see that. For some reason, I thought this would be shorter series, not in the number of episodes, but in the number of minutes inside the episode. But it's actually an average 46 minutes long, 47 even. I'm excited to see what exactly is the format for this one. From the reactors that I admire and I watch constantly, I've heard only good things about this, and who have already seen it as a preview. So I'm excited to see that. I've also seen some really great scores on Rotten Tomatoes and audience score as well, which is like above 90 something percent. If you enjoyed this reaction, I would really appreciate if you dropped a like below, if you dropped a comment telling me what you actually think about this series and did it meet your expectations really, or if you even had any. Yeah, and you can subscribe because we're gonna be covering the whole series on this channel, so for the next 6 weeks you are to be sure to be with content. We also cover other shows on this channel, and next week we're starting a new one, so if you wanna see this, you can subscribe to my channel and actually watch my reactions. I would really appreciate that. But if you don't want to, it's completely okay. You can just watch this video and come back anytime you want, or if you want to. Yeah, so as I've already mentioned, not much to say about this before we start watching. I will say more hopefully after this episode. And yeah, I'm gonna jump right into this episode. Okay, so editing me here. I've noticed that my microphone while I was recording the actual reaction kind of messed up a lot because the episode audio is much louder than my actual voice. So I had to switch the audio to my camera, and if you see me talking to the microphone, I'm not. And sometimes you can't really even now hear what I'm saying. So that's sad. I'm gonna put some subtitles in some places so you can clearly understand what I'm saying. I'm hoping it won't really spoil your impression of this reaction and you will come back, because I'm gonna fix it, I promise. Okay, I'm gonna leave you to it. Watch this reaction and drop a like. Come on. Do it. It's not a constructive dialogue, okay? I don't accept that. Okay, so my original thoughts. It's not the best first episode that we've seen from Marvel series so far, and we've seen a lot of them. The first place is still after Moon Knight, in my personal opinion. But that was cool, actually. We got to know who this girl is. Her name is Kamala. She's from this very cultural family. I still can't really understand. I guess they are Pakistani. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I would be glad to actually properly know this information. Yeah, and she inherently doesn't have any superpower, but she gains it after getting this bracelet that came from her grandmother. So I've gathered. Yeah, and I still don't really know what exactly the superpower is. It kind of seems strange. She was shooting these galograms, and then this galogram suddenly comes to be solid and it smashes the Ant-Man head off, and everything is just a mess. And I'm still not sure how this girl who is from her school didn't actually get murdered by that hammer. But okay, it's fiction, it's a series for teenagers, so I can understand that, at least for now. Yeah, interesting. We see a strong cultural background behind her family, and as much as I don't understand the ways of her parents, it's not really my place to actually speak on that, because it's another culture. It's culture that I'm not familiar with. It's culture that I don't come from. So where something is completely out of place for me, it may be a normal thing for this exact culture. So I will try to not comment anything on that in my future reactions, and I will not comment on that in this one anymore that I already have. I don't think there is not much to say from this exact episode. We've seen some background. She's in school, she's trying to figure out what to do next in her life. She has this, I guess, best friend, a guy whose name I don't know for now, and I think personally that he has a crush on her, which is cute, because usually it's the other way around, and it's something very unconventional, and I like that. Yeah, her parents are pretty strict. Her brother is getting married, and he's very religious, if I understood that correctly. I think I did. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So I think that's all that I have to say for this episode. I liked it. It's interesting. I'm interested to see what's going to happen next. But it's not the strongest episode so far out of all the Marvel series. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait for the next one. I'm gonna hope we see more of this action, and we kind of get to discover finally what exactly her power is, and see more of relationship development between her parents, and probably some romantic relationships with her best friend. We'll see. So yeah, once again, if you enjoyed this reaction, please drop a like below, drop a comment if you actually have anything to say. I would really be interested to listen and to read all of your thoughts for the next episodes, maybe your predictions or just your general thoughts on this exact episode. Were they close to mine, your thoughts, or were they completely different after you watched it? Yeah, and you can also subscribe to see more of these reactions. We're going to be covering this whole series weekly on this channel. The reaction will probably come out either Wednesday or Thursday at best. I will really try to stick with that schedule, at least after next week. It's definitely gonna be like that, so I hope I can really stick to that. Yeah, and once again, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next reaction. Bye.